Hey guys, Justin here from Walts, and we're in our studio, but this time kind of outside of our studio, and we're moving some things around, changing some things. You might have already seen them in some of the videos, but we're working with our friends over at ErgoAV with some cool products to really boost our studio. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys what we plan on doing and then see what actually gets executed. So first, I'm moving my desk into the studio. We're gonna take this desk, put it on two kind of, I guess you would call them just like drawer stands, something. I don't know. We have some extra in the back, so we're going to use those. And then I'm going to have my setup out here, probably pushed against this green screen, which we're going to take the green screen off because I thought I was going to use it, but we haven't really gotten the chance to use it just because lighting with a green screen is very time consuming. And yeah, this is not really, we don't need it, but I thought we could use it. So maybe we'll do like a white screen or something. We could do product filming. I don't even know yet, but yeah, so basically biggest thing is going to be the desk. We're going to get a real desk in here, and then that's going to act as like a cool background, if that makes sense. But then we're obviously going to need a regular desk for filming. So that regular desk, I think what we're going to do is get some butcher block and make kind of like a square table, and then put them on the sit stand desk legs from ErgoAV. Super cool product, and we'll show you guys unboxing that and how to set it up and all that. And we're also going to use the dual monitor stand with the dock from ErgoAV just to kind of finish it off and make it look super nice. I want to put this on coasters as well, so that way we can move it around the store, be able to use it for all sorts of different product shots. But yeah, right now this is all vision, so we'll come back when it's all together. All right, so it has been a while since I recorded that last clip, but it finally is time to do our Walts studio tour here. And this is more of like a shout out to ErgoAV for sending us some really cool stuff to help enhance our content production. Starting off with the sit stand desk. Now, this is actually something that I had a concept of, and when I heard that ErgoAV was making a sit stand desk that you could choose your top, I had to ask questions, I had to get involved, and so they finally sent it to me, and it's really cool, and I'm gonna kind of explain why. So I knew for the top of the desk, I wanted it to be butcher block of some sort. If you can see, this is the old desk that we actually used to use for our Waltz videos, and it was kind of wobbly, and you know, I thought like I could get a different purpose out of it. So I actually moved my desk setup to our studio, and my idea here was to kind of have more of like a three-dimensional background, if that makes sense, just because we only have the wall, and the wall is really great. I love the wall, but I just wanted some texture. So we turned the desk into its own kind of setup slash statement piece. And to do that, we weren't just going to leave the monitor on some crappy stand. We have our LG monitor on the ErgoAV single arm. I was going to get the dual, but I decided I wanted one only. And if you can see there, right there, it also has that docking station. That was huge. Being able to plug things in, I really wanted that. So as soon as I saw that they had a docking station, I knew that was going to be the one for me. And if you go over here to the desk, like I said earlier, I wanted it to be on casters or coasters. So we put it on some coasters. It was really cool that they had some threaded, you know, openings there. We didn't just have to use the feet that they provided. And of course, the main thing that I really liked about the sit stand legs is that you got to choose your top. And like I said, we did butcher block. We took a huge 14-foot slab, cut it in half, and then glued it together essentially. And now we have it's about 6 by 4 in total width and length. But as you can see right now, I'm pulling it up just by pressing on the thing. Goes all the way up to a whopping 50.5 inches, which is just enough for me to duck under here and do some cable management if I need to. Not to mention, if I need to move it around because it's on those casters, I can just easily pull it in or out, or if I want to move it somewhere in the store, I can do all sorts of cool product shots that way. And surprisingly, with how heavy this butcher block is, the legs don't feel like they're bowing or have any sort of, you know, give, which is really impressive. Now, I'm not the person that's going to be sitting here every single day working on it. So the up-down feature was more of like, hey, I want to get a shot with this specific background, but the table's too tall. I need to go down. And now I have that option. Or if I'm shooting a regular Waltz video, I can have it somewhere in the middle. If I want to stand up, I can stand up. Or if we're doing a podcast and I can set up on different ends of the table, move it around in the studio. It's not just set in one specific place, which I can really appreciate. have those options to make it look good. One other thing that I want to show you is that yes, there is a power cord, and although most people aren't gonna care about the power cord because it's just gonna plug into the wall, it's gonna stay there, because we have it on casters, we have to kind of make it easy to move around. So essentially what I did here is we got a little creative and 3D printed 2 little plastic pieces right here, and I'll get a better shot of this, but essentially just so I can coil up this cord and move it around without, any issues. Also, while we're under here, we have this super cool coiled thing that goes, I guess it's the cord probably for the motor, but I like how it's hidden and it never is gonna get stuck ever. Super durable. Overall, just the build quality on this piece is very, very nice. So yeah, and in terms of the desk, which is super awesome, and the monitor mount, which I also love, we also have the Kanto Aura MBs. You might have seen a video on these. Super cool monitor speakers. I also got the Mac Studio Mini. That's our new editing engine. Had to upgrade from the Windows PC because I kept having a bunch of issues and some crashes if some of you were following along last year. And of course, our Audio-Technica ATH MX50Bs. Awesome headphones. I use them every day to edit, all of which I've done videos on. So if you want to check those out, you can look down in the description. I'll have them linked. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this video. Let me know what you guys think of our studio here. Are you someone who thinks you could get some good use out of this sit-stand desk or even the monitor mount? If you guys enjoy content like this, something a little bit different than the typical product reviews, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. If this is a product that you're interested in, make sure to email me at youtube@walts so I can get you a special YouTube discount. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos like these, and we'll see you in the next one.